Kroger Delivery has one mission: to deliver the freshest food right to your door. That's why our drivers are pros. Our trucks are refrigerated. And when it comes to low prices, we always deliver. With $20 off your first order of $75 or more, there's no better time to get in on the action. Mission accomplished. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Want to shop Walmart Black Friday deals first? Walmart Plus members get early access to our hottest deals. Join now and get 50% off a one-year annual membership. Shop Black Friday deals first with Walmart Plus. See terms at walmartplus.com.
Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome to the Video Gamers Podcast. The holiday season is here, and what better way to celebrate than by giving gifts to those we love? On today's episode, we're going to be doing just that, but with a bit of a twist. But first, some introductions are in order. I am your host, Josh, and joining me, I'm giving him a subscription to the Bandana of the Month Club. And I'm torn between gifting him a copy of Elden Ring, Remnant 2, or Path of Exile 2. It's Ryan.
I will happily take the Bandana of the Month Club. I very much appreciate that gift. The others, I don't know.
Which one would you pick, Ryan? Elden Ring, Remnant 2, Path of Exile 2?
I would probably say Remnant 2 because we could play together, and that at least will alleviate some of the pain and misery.
All right, gifting Ryan a copy of Remnant 2 right now.
No, you have to play. You have to.
Yeah, you said you would, man.
You have it. You have
Can't
to
give
play.
a gift back either. So. Oh man, Ryan,
Dude, I'm ready.
I love when we have stupid topics, man.
Oh, it's great.
Like, honestly, this is what gamers do. We love coming up with dumb situations. We love the kind of silly ideas and things like that. And we've got a pretty good one today, man.
Yeah.
We are going to be gifting Christmas presents to famous video game characters.
Yes.
And what we're doing is we have a list of 10 characters, and you and I have come up secretly with a present to give each of those characters. And then we are going to argue/debate over whose present is the better gift to give to these characters.
I'm the best Santa.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to find out, to be honest. So I am very excited for this one because it should be a lot of fun. But before we get into the gift giving, we've got a little bit of housekeeping, Ryan. We have not one, but two new supporters that we want to thank.
Oh, brother.
You know, we absolutely love the support of the show. It's what keeps this podcast going. And I know there's people out there that say, hey, you know, it's just a little amount. It's as little as $5 a month. But you know, it really does keep things flowing. And we always like to say thank you. So first, we're going to say thank you to a longtime friend of the show, an awesome dude. We have had many a chance to talk to this guy. We almost got to play Helldivers together.
So close.
We just kept missing each other somehow. But it's like, dude, this is one of those guys that you just kind of instantly know that you would jive with in like the video game world. But huge shout out to DK Matt for supporting the show. DK Matt, we love you, buddy. We know you've been a fan for a while. We are also a fan of yours. So thank you very much for supporting the show.
Hold on, you didn't say it in like he's in the wrestling world. You got to say it in the Macho Man.
I didn't want to like, you know, throw it out there just in case, you know.
Ooh, DK Man, you are the.
Oh, that's a terrible Macho Man.
No, that's man. Not bad.
That's terrible.
Ooh, brother.
There, all right, you're getting better. You got to pop that vein in your forehead, man. You gotta
you got to get real deep down low.
There you go. Yeah. I would do my Ultimate Warrior impression, but
there you go.
I need to save my voice for
I need
the rest of this.
Yeah, I know. I need a lozenge already.
Yeah. And then second, coming in all the way from Sweden, we've got Soul Beetle, who has recently joined the community, who signed up for rare status as well. Soul Beetle is awesome. He's like, I think he's closer to my age than your age, Ryan, because we've been chatting some kind of old school gaming and consoles like Atari.
Nice.
We were nerding out over some Star Wars cards the other day. But Soul Beetle's been awesome to interact with. You can definitely tell the time zone difference there as well, because it'll be like 3 a.m. when he hops on and he's chatting with everybody.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I'm sorry I missed your messages, man. But yeah, he's been active in the community as well. And so I have a special message for Soul Beetle too. So, and forgive me if I butchered the pronunciation on this, but tack for stodet. There you go. I looked up a little bit of Swedish there. So I'll just, that's only for Soul Beetle and our other Swedish listeners. Nobody else has any idea what I just said.
Now I want a Swedish listener to send in an audio clip of how you're supposed to actually say it.
I would love that. So Soul Beetle's in our Discord. He can attach a little audio file and show us how bad I butchered that.
Hey, the important thing is you tried, you tried.
E for effort, right?
Yep.
All right, Ryan. And then we absolutely love reviews. We finally hit over 1,000 ratings on Spotify.
We did it. Road to 1,000, brother.
We did it, man. Apple is, people, it's a little bit harder to leave a review on Apple because it's like people want to actually write a written review, but we love reading the written reviews as well. And if you leave us one, there's a good chance we're going to read it on the show. This one comes in from Count Winston. And it says, I swear I got up this morning, not quite sure about my place in this world. My headshot count is down, my KD ratio is low, and I can barely dodge roll my way through Elden Ring anymore. My old hands were thinking about putting my controller up for good. But today I heard these buttery smooth voices coming from the Video Gamers podcast. Like a king leading his troops into battle, this podcast has inspired me to pick my controller back up and charge into glory. It's the best podcast ever. Signed, Lighthouse Bengal.
Oh, that's so good.
I'm freaking hyped now, man.
I know.
I want to charge into battle.
I know. We just watched Gladiator. Gladiator 2's out now. It's like, I am ready.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And I want to say, if you guys, we will read these very with enthusiastic expression. The more you kind of write them, like a theater performance.
I keep waiting for another script.
We just want scripts. Leave your reviews as scripts, and we'll act them out and play them. It'll be amazing. I love it.
People are going to be looking for they're going to be like scrolling video game podcasts, looking at reviews and being like, why does this show have a bunch of scripts written for them?
Worth it.
Yo, man, absolutely. All right, Ryan, that's it for housekeeping, buddy. So again, thank you for the support. Hey, if you love the podcast and you want to support the show, you can head over to multiplayersquad.com to do that while we're talking about it. If you haven't done so already, in your podcast app, make sure you follow us. That way you get our episodes the day that they release. It also helps us out in the algorithm as well. Ryan, you feeling generous, buddy?
I'm here for the gift of giving.
You did all your holiday shopping?
I did. I was actually at the mall this morning. My wife drove me there.
Oh, you're a brave man.
Yeah.
We're actually recording this on Black Friday.
Yes.
So the fact that you went to the mall on Black Friday, whew, I'm glad you're here with us, Ryan.
Yes, I survived.
All right, well, let's get into this. So like I explained at the top of the show, we have a list of 10 video game characters. We have chosen a present to give to that character that we think will resonate with them. Maybe it's funny, maybe it's something useful, maybe it's something that plays into their background a little bit. I mean, really, there were no rules other than that it should be geared towards the character that you're giving it to. Let's just start with this one, Ryan. Awesome game. Very, very endearing. If you haven't played this game yet, number one, you're missing out. But we are going to give a gift to good old Dave the Diver.
Oh, Dave the man.
Dave is the man. I love this game so much. Took the world by storm. I saw a snippet that they sold over 5 million copies of Dave the Diver.
Good for them, man. What a good game.
It really is just a fantastic video game. So don't be put off if you're like, oh, it's old pixely or whatever. No, Dave the Diver is fantastic. But Ryan, Dave's been a good boy. He's on the good list.
Yes.
What do you got for Dave?
Oh, Dave, what does Dave need? What does Dave look like he needs? What would help Dave in his, everyday activities? Something that he does sun up to sun down. I'm getting Dave some Ozempic. Because, homeboy, you need to lose some weight, brother.
Oh, man, Ryan firing shots already.
Dave, imagine how streamlined Dave's going to be when he loses a couple LBs and he can just zip through that water. No sharks are going to get him. No squids, nothing. He's going to be just on top of it. He'll get back, bring all of his fish up to the top, and he can run the sushi restaurant like nobody.
Ryan, this is on point coming from you. You go to the gym a lot. You try to stay healthy. You take good care of yourself. Worrying about Dave's weight and his health is really like it's a noble cause, man.
Care,
yeah,
man.
it shows that you care. I thought like sushi, like I don't know if this is true, but it's like sushi in my brain is like a healthy food. But like I know most of the time when I go to a sushi restaurant, like I'm getting the fried roll and it's got the hot sauce on top and the cream cheese in it and all that stuff. And I'm like, maybe sushi isn't that as healthy as I thought.
The Vegas roll, like the deep fried, like with the salmon and the cream cheese and avocado. Oh, it's so good. I love sushi, man.
So, prescription for Ozempic from Dave the Diver. It's not bad, buddy.
We're gonna trim him down. He's gonna be good to go.
All right. Well, here, this is my gift. It's pay no attention to the giant box that this gift is coming in. I am giving Dave the Diver the prawn suit from Subnautica.
Oh, that's pretty good. Dang it.
He ain't got to do nothing no more, man. He's got a prawn suit. He can just go straight down to the bottom. He can mine. He can fish. It takes all the stress off of him, man. Makes his job way easier. And who doesn't want their job to be a lot better? And protects him from the sharks. I mean, if it can almost stand up to a Leviathan.
Yeah.
Then it can stand up to a hammerhead shark. No problem.
Some little hammerhead coming across ain't going to do nothing.
Yeah. Now It does come with an instruction manual as well, because I don't know how difficult it is to operate a prawn suit. But I picked it up pretty quick in Subnautica. So, that's my gift.
Here's the question: can Dave fit into it?
Oh, dang it!
Yeah, bet you didn't think about that one.
I don't know what the capacity for.
Well, we can just combine our gifts, and then it'll just be perfect.
All right, Ryan, we have to decide whose gift is the better gift here.
One's about health. One's about not having to do as much anymore.
One is a fantastic piece of technology that would make his job way better. But I will say this, now, not to argue against my own pick here, but I've been scuba diving. There's something about just swimming free, man.
Yeah.
Kicking them legs, just coasting along the bottom of the sea. Would a prawn suit be a little too clunky?
It may be, and then it may turn into where then you're not going out on your own, so it's more of just a chore, a job. You're just hopping in this machine.
You're not supposed to agree with me, Ryan. You're supposed to tell me how awesome this is.
But I will say also the difference between having to dive down however many meters and then just hopping into the the machine and going down that way also would be
don't have to worry about decompression. The bends is very serious condition.
I have a very good friend that he's a medical doctor that deals with that in San Diego all the time. Ooh. So I understand how bad it can be.
When we talk about protecting his health, I mean, the prawn suit really is just protecting him from that.
Okay, so hold on. He can use the prawn suit. It makes his retrieval of all the fresh fish faster, so he has more time to come back, and then he can do general exercise and good proper diet and health, and then he'll still lose weight, but he also doesn't have to exert so much energy with swimming.
It's funny because I feel like my gift is the direct antithesis of your gift, because it's like he's doing all the swimming, which is really good exercise. And now I'm like, nah, man, you don't have to do none of that. Just control this suit and get fatter while you're at it.
Just hop in this. Next we'll have one you don't even have to go in the water. You can just control it from the shore.
Oh, man.
I would say, to me, I'm gonna say The prawn suit's pretty sweet, man. That's a good piece of high tech that
I was kind of proud of that one. I was
Yeah.
struggling at first, and then it dawned on me, and then I was like, okay.
That's funny because I thought of one of those kind of handheld things you use to swim faster, like a big one.
Yeah, little torpedo
Yeah,
things.
little torpedo
Yeah.
things, but I'm like, that's kind of dumb, but that's I didn't even think about that. The prawn suit, that's pretty good. Pretty good gift.
All right. We're chalking it up. Prawn suit for Dave the Diver.
Prawn suit number one.
All right, Ryan. So our second gift recipient is going to be the only GLaDOS.
No.
Now GLaDOS not on the good list. She's been a little bit naughty. Doesn't have the best history with treating people with kindness and things like that. But sometimes a little kindness goes a long way. And so, GLaDOS needs a little bit of love during the holiday season as well. And so we had to come up with a gift to give GLaDOS. And I'll be honest, man, this one was tough.
This is a little difficult, yeah.
I went for a bunch of different angles on this one. I finally landed on one. I'll give my answer first since you went first with Dave the Diver. I don't know if everybody's going to resonate with this or not, but GLaDOS, she loves her test subjects, man. That's her joy in life, is putting people through these tests and saying, hey, let's see how you perform, messing with their minds a little bit. So I am going to gift GLaDOS the character John, who is the main character from the Stanley Parable from another game, and GLaDOS gets to have John as her test subject. Now, have you ever played the Stanley Parable, Ryan? Ryan's looking at me so funny right now.
You told me before, my pick for GLaDOS may not resonate with you. I'm not sure, but some other people might get it. and you were spot on. I got no clue what you're talking about.
Okay. You've heard of the Stanley Parable, right?
I have, yes.
Okay. I have not played the Stanley Parable, but it has been a game that I keep telling myself, dude, I got to play this. You can beat the whole game in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's basically like a psychological experiment where there is a narrator and you are John, and basically you're going about your day, and this narrator is kind of narrating what you're doing. And it'll say, John opens the door, and then it's like, you can choose to not open the door and turn around. And then it's like, he thought better of it and went the other direction. And so it kind of narrates everything that you do.
Yeah.
And it's this neat little kind of like demonstration on, can you be influenced by like the narrator of this game? I know there's a ton of secrets in this game. It's got an achievement where famously, if you don't play the game for 5 years, it says like you come back after 5 years and it says went outside as your achievement.
That's awesome.
So it's like a whole bunch of like really cool hidden stuff. But for GLaDOS, I thought, like I said, she loves her test subjects, and John is already used to being tested and following directions because that's what he does in the Stanley Parable.
Yeah.
He's open to testing. He has a complete lack of resistance to this. He doesn't mind being manipulated, which is exactly what GLaDOS would want.
Yes.
So that's my pick for GLaDOS, is a test subject of her very own, who is a professional test subject.
What a gift you've given a person to GLaDOS.
Also, John is doing this willingly. This is not forced upon John. I just want to make that clear for everybody.
You are going here. John thinks better of it.
Oh man, I just realized I gave a human away as a pet to a overbearing
dominating robot.
Psycho robot. Sorry about that.
Well, maybe if John is given to GLaDOS, my gift will help ease the process, because one thing I know is GLaDOS does like to sing.
Oh,
but it's not very good. So we're gonna do some singing lessons to where GLaDOS learns how to use more than one or two notes. Can really can do a little more inflection, hit those peaks. We're in the holiday season, maybe a little Mariah Carey up and down, get the All I Want for Christmas. It's just there needs to be some work there.
Oh,
I think it'll work.
Ryan. Singing lessons for GLaDOS.
Singing lessons for GLaDOS.
Now, for anybody that has not played Portal or Portal 2, number one, shame on you.
Yeah.
Those games are some of the most legendary, well-beloved games in the history of humanity. So make sure you play the Portal games so that you are familiar. They are very easy to play and pick up. My daughter actually is playing Portal 2 with her cousin.
Oh, nice.
And she told me the other day, she said, Dad, Portal 2 is really fun. And I said, have you never played this before? And then she's like, no, I don't like puzzle games. And then I was like, but it's Portal. And then she said, yeah, but I don't like puzzle games. And I went, yeah, but it's Portal. And she said, yeah, but this is a fun puzzle game.
It's like its own thing. It's its own entity, dude.
You don't have to like puzzle games at all to enjoy Portal. So this is your public service announcement number 1 if you haven't played those. But spoiler warning for a game that's 20 plus years old, GLaDOS sings at the end of Portal and it's hilarious, number 1. But number 2, she's not the best singer in the world. She's got a very monotone.
Yes.
She's a robot.
Yes.
So singing lessons for GLaDOS would be hilarious, dude. Increase that range, teach her how to hit those highs,
highs, hit the lows, get the pitch, find her vocal range that fits her, programming, if you will.
Dang it, Ryan. I'm just going to go ahead and give this one to you, man.
All right.
I don't know that gifting a human to a psychotic robot is the best gift ever, but
you thought good at first. Oh, I'll just take this subject and wait, that subject's a human. Well, that doesn't look as good.
I struggled on this one. I'm not going to lie. Singing lessons is so good, man.
It was pretty hard.
All right, I'm just giving that one to you. And plus, I think she'd like that. The only thing I would say negative is GLaDOS is very egotistical. She might be like, what are you talking about? I don't need singing lessons.
Probably so.
But she really does need them. So it's one of those things where she'd probably be like, this is stupid. I don't need this. But then when you left, she'd be like, calling up the singing instructor a little bit later, I hear you give singing instructions.
Come over right now.
All right, Ryan, we've got a lot more to get to, but we're going to take a short break and then we're going to come back with our next character that's getting some gifts.
This year, Santa's bringing the power of Energizer into his workshop.
Whoa, the Energizer Bunny's got so much power.
Wait, he's powered up all the toys. I think that means we're done for the year.
I love this bunny.
He's the hardest working helper the North Pole has ever seen. And he wants all your gifts to have the power of the #1 longest lasting AA battery. So this holiday season, stock up on Santa's and the elves' favorite battery, Energizer Ultimate Lithium.
Streaming December 12th on Peacock. Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie are back.
That's hot. Loves it.
For a show-stopping reunion that will prove putting on an opera is anything but simple.
We're really good at this.
One thing's for sure, they won't be upstaged.
Good to have you back. Come on, we've got a show to do.
Paris and Nicole, The Encore, a 3-part reunion special, streaming December 12th, only on Peacock.
All right, we're back. Ryan, let's do this. One of our favorite characters, Arthur Morgan. What a guy. What a guy. Red Dead Redemption 2. We keep talking about games that people should play, but if you haven't played Red Dead 2, you are missing out a whole lot. It's funny, too, because we've seen a couple people in our Discord server that say, hey, I'm not into Westerns, so would I like Red Dead? And it's like, I'm not into Westerns at all, at all. But I can tell you as somebody that is not into that, theme, Red Dead 2 is one of the best video games that's ever been made. And so you absolutely owe it to yourself to play the game. Get through the first 40 minutes, which is slow, and then it's incredible. But Arthur Morgan is one of the more memorable characters in gaming. He's part of a really good cast of characters. This could go a lot of ways, Ryan. So what are you getting for your boy, Arthur Morgan?
Ooh, Arthur Morgan. All right, let's see here. What could we give to a man who I would say has everything, but he really has nothing? He lost his girl. He lost his kid. And I'm not going to give the spoiler on the other thing that he lost there, but I'm going to give Arthur Morgan Obamacare. Get this homie some medical insurance, man. Dude, come on. There's some cures. Insurance? He needs some medical insurance. This dude needs to go to the doctor that doesn't have hacksaws and all this stuff around, and he's gonna get fixed, and he's gonna get
modern healthcare.
We're
gonna go with modern healthcare.
Modern healthcare. Homeboy needs some insurance right there, man. Get him a doctor.
Okay, it's we're kind of on the same vein, Ryan.
Okay.
kind of on the same vein. I'm gonna preface this. If you have not played Red Dead 2 yet, skip ahead about 2 minutes on this because I don't want to spoil anything there. All right, that was your warning. Here we go. I am getting Arthur Morgan a prescription for isoniazid, which is the treatment for tuberculosis. And apparently it comes with some other medicines, which is rifampin, pyrazinamide, and ethambutol. Yes, I had to look up how to treat tuberculosis because, Arthur, he was really getting his life together, man. He was kind of getting out from under the thumb of Dutch and he trying to make a life for himself. And then bam, man comes down with tuberculosis and it's all downhill after that. So modern healthcare or the actual treatment that's going to treat and cure his condition, Ryan? Which one are we going with?
I think we were thinking on the same line.
We definitely were.
All we want is we just want to save Arthur. That's
I really do want to save Arthur. I feel like he could have led a good. I did. Now, as a alternate, I did think about just a plan so that I could say, Arthur, I got a plan.
Yeah. That would be what you would give to Dutch. Like, Dutch, here. I know you keep saying you got a plan. Here's your plan.
Dutch always has a plan.
Dutch always has a plan. Never seems to work out or come to fruition.
I mean, they're not great plans necessarily. But,
yeah.
Oh,
all
right.
Well, I'd say you have the specific, which by the way, did we already do this at one point before where we talked about?
I feel like we did.
You saying
for
like the medication.
The isoniazid, I was like, how do I know how to say that?
Because I feel like we both had two different medications that were supposed to treat this ailment. And then we were saying them wrong, and then somebody else told us that this is what it actually was, and then so I don't know. I
Paul,
feel like
the chemist.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. I do have an alternate, which since I will name this, I did think about this too because it was like, what would like an actual like meaningful gift be? And I did think about a very nice like leather bound journal. Since he likes to write in his journal and do his sketches and stuff. And I thought, man, this would be like an actual like heartfelt gift to be like, hey, I know you like writing this stuff down. I know you like drawing and stuff like that. And I got you this really nice journal that you could like write everything down in.
All it's going to say on every page is Dutch has a plan.
Just see Dutch.
See Dutch. He's got a plan. Yeah, I'd say you got the specific meds, brother. So your gift's going to be the winner.
Okay. Now again, not to argue against myself, but modern healthcare would treat him, but then he gets other healthcare too.
He gets everything.
He does kind of get everying,
Yeah.
And so if he's got Obamacare going on, he's got, hey, maybe he's feeling a little under the weather, and it's like, hey, he's got you covered.
My
toe. Little sinus infection going on.
Yeah.
No biggie.
Oh man. Well, that's up to you, my man.
I'm going to say let's call this one a tie since we both thought about the same thing, which is really just trying to take care of Arthur's health.
Yeah, we just care, man. That's all. We just care.
Yeah, we love you, Arthur. All right. Oh, boy. Things are going to get weird, man.
Oh.
Famously, and I'll be honest, I don't remember the episode that this character came about. I just remember Paul kind of going off the rails on whatever it was.
Which is not normally Paul.
Is not normally Paul. And I wish I could remember the episode off the top of my head. It was another one of these just silly kind of stupid episodes. But Paul nominated his Rust character.
Paul's Rust character.
And he literally said, it's Paul's Rust character. And we went, what? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But that's who we are giving a gift to. Paul. What an honorable guy. He's definitely on the good list this year. He's taking care of his family. He's doing that. He's running the business, taking care of all that stuff. So Paul, we're going to bring you a good gift for your Rust character in this regard. I guess it's my turn to go first. Now, Ryan, famously, you never got to play Rust with us, and you and I were actually chatting literally before we hit record, and I was saying, like, Ryan, man, we really need to play Rust together at some point. It would be so much fun. I'm kind of getting the itch to play it, so it's one of those things where at some point we will absolutely jump in there and just let you experience the world of Rust. The one thing that I know Paul really hated was in Rust, you unlock blueprints, right? So that you can craft things.
Yeah.
And Paul was always the guy because of the way the tech trees work, you want to give all the blueprints to one person because you get you don't double up that way. And Paul was always the guy that had all the blueprints. So Paul was always the guy that had to do all the crafting in Rust. and things don't craft instantly. They take time.
Yeah.
So Paul was famously just stuck at the crafting bench when we needed to make a whole bunch of stuff. And then he'd be like, all right, guys, I'll be back in like 15 minutes while all this stuff crafts.
Yeah.
I am getting Paul's Rust character a Tesla Optimus, the recently unveiled robots that Tesla has come up with so that the robot can handle all of the crafting for Paul, which will set Paul free to do what he wants to do so that all of the crafting can be handled by the Optimus instead. You're welcome, Paul.
That is, what a thoughtful gift. Like, come on, man. Just give the guy a break. Let him go off and do what he wants to do. And now these robots can handle it. That's pretty quality gift there. So mine.
Good luck beating that one, Ryan.
Yeah. Mine may not be a very nice gift because I've heard tall tales of Paul the crafter. Paul the creator,
the farmer. The pumpkin patch that Paul could make is legendary.
Paul the fisher. So what did you not hear in all those descriptions?
Paul is he's not an angry man. He's not a violent man.
Not a violent man. Paul, you haven't heard Paul the fighter, I would say.
Ooh.
So what I'm going to get Paul. I'm going to get Paul a white flag so he doesn't have to do any of the fighting and he can just wave that bad boy and surrender immediately.
He just wave the white flag. So
wave it.
He's like, I surrender.
Let me alone.
Please take my pumpkins. Just don't kill me. Okay, that's pretty good, man.
I'm sorry, Paul. I still love you.
It is funny because I was famously like the PvP guy where I'm like, I'm gonna shoot this guy. Shoot this guy.
Oh, of course.
And Paul's like, no, man, just leave him alone. You know, like he's not bothering us or any of that. I won't say that Paul was a pacifist because Paul would definitely stand up and protect the base. And he was always shooting rockets when we were raiding other bases and stuff like that. Yeah. But PvP in Rust was not necessarily Paul's favorite thing. Not so good with the bow. Usually the first guy to go down in a fight. So a white flag for Paul would let him just live the peaceful life that he wants to live.
He's like, you guys battle out. I'm out. I'm gonna go plant this pumpkin.
Now, Ryan, the only problem with this pick is that people in Rust would not honor a white flag.
No, they would
still
not.
Just straight up shoot you in the face.
I've watched so many. I haven't played Rust with you guys, but I've watched so many videos of just where guys are like, "Oh yeah, no, we're good here. Let's just trade this," and then boom, shoot them right in the face. Like,
oh yeah,
the saboteurs are rampant in Rust for sure.
Yeah, you trust nobody at all in Rust. So. All right, we got to decide. Take the crafting hassle away from Paul or give him a way to hopefully get out of any violence and let him just focus on the peaceful things in life.
So here's the deal. You give him the robot, then maybe he can really dial in on just combat and he can be a backup with you guys. Mine just puts him right back in the job and the chore of again, not to argue against myself, but I'm kind of arguing against myself. I kind of like the robot.
The robot is a good. All right, I'm gonna go with the Optimus as well, just because I know it's not Paul's favorite thing to sit there and just have to spend 20 minutes crafting.
Yeah, nobody wants to do that.
And also the white flag, while a great idea, I think would just make Paul just be like, "Come on, man! I was waving my flag.
Why'd you kill me?"
Oh boy. All right, Ryan. Moving on to the next one here. A Big Daddy from BioShock. Now, these things are weird. They're very protective of the little sisters. They're very difficult. You can't really interact with them in the game. You have to just try to avoid them or fight them if you want to get to that essence that the little sisters have. I'm trying to think what the name of that was. I'm not even going to try to remember. Some kind of essence thing that you use to improve your skills and stuff
I couldn't even remember Rapture, so I don't know.
All right.
Is it me?
I went first. Yes, it's your pick here.
So like you said, Big Daddy's super protective over the little sisters, always trying to keep track of them. They're always running amok, always cruising around. Now, have you been to Disneyland, Josh, or Disney World?
I have.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm sure any amusement park in general, I'm sure you've seen those beautiful, amazing little devices that are the backpack leash for little children. I am getting Big Daddy a backpack leash for the little sisters that he can throw on those little ones and keep them wrangled up so he's not always having to track them down. This is going to be the perfect wrangling tool that Big Daddy can use.
Okay, I thought I was wrong for gifting a human being to GLaDOS, Ryan, but putting a little sister on a leash, that might be.
They're always running amok.
I get it. I get it. And honestly, the Big Daddy might be like, "Hey, like stick around." Oh man, that's too funny. And once again, Ryan, you and I are kind of on the same path here. Although I went with something that's a little bit more freedom than putting somebody on a leash. I went with an Apple AirTag GPS tracker so that the Big Daddies always know where the little sisters are. Oh, man. It's funny because in BioShock, I remember like you could see the Big Daddies like knocking on the vents that the little sisters would crawl out of.
Yep.
And if the little sister didn't show up right away, you'd hear the Big Daddy kind of like groan and make some sounds like it was waiting on her. To show up. Adam is also the name of the essence that you were trying to get. Adam. And now let me ask you, Ryan, before we get to who had the better gift here, are you killing that little sister and taking the Adam, or are you setting her free?
No, I'm killing it. Yeah,
give
me that Adam.
I can't tell you how many little sisters met their demise at my hands.
You know why? Because they had an AirTag and not a leash.
I mean, no, I took out the Big Daddies, man. That that Big Daddy had to go too. They're not letting the little sister just get yoinked.
Yeah, that's true. They come stomping in.
All right, well, that says something about us. So that was the beauty of BioShock, dude.
Yeah.
I remember before the game came out, I still remember this vividly, where they were like, these Big Daddies are the protectors, and you can try to fight one, but man, is that going to be an epic battle. And I remember the first time going like, all right, okay, man, here we go. I'm gonna see what this is all about. Like, let's try to take on this Big Daddy. And then the first time you actually kill one, and then the little sister's sitting there and she's cringing away from you, and then you just feel like a monster. And then I'm like,
you're just like,
the Adam. Give me the Adam.
Yep.
And then it was worth it because I got some cool new ability.
Yeah, I need my cool hand powers, bro. Like, come on.
Ryan, I'm gonna advocate for just personal freedoms here and not restraining small children. I'm gonna volunteer my Apple AirTag GPS trackers as an alternative to your entrapment and restraints.
All I know is it's a tried and true method. If you keep them right within like 3 or 4 feet in eyesight, you're good to go.
As much as I hate to argue this, and again, why are we arguing against ourselves? This is a gift for a Big Daddy.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Big Daddy would actually like the leash better because then the little sister's always right there.
He'd have like 6 of them or 8 of them on one leash, like those people walking.
Oh, like the multiple? Like the dog walker
like walking
ones?
a ton of dogs. He'd have a bunch.
Wasn't it one Big Daddy for one little sister? I can't remember now.
I don't remember, dude. It's been so long.
Okay, so now we have a moral dilemma, Ryan. Do we go with the better gift for the Big Daddy, but might also be a little bit more inhumane? Or do we go with the... you know what? I'm picking the leash, man. This is a present for a Big Daddy. We're making their lives better.
Yeah. And I mean, you're also stuck like way underneath like the ocean.
It's also the retractable kind, right? Where it kind of goes out.
It can go
right?
out.
So
and
she's
come
got...
back
Okay.
in
Okay.
It's got a little bit of room to scamper around,
Yeah.
Can explore the room.
It's for the Big Daddy, Ryan. It's not for us.
Yes.
Okay?
I don't even know what the count's at, but I am happy I got that one.
All right, moving on. I love this character so much, man.
Oh, so good.
Talk about a memorable character in a video game. We are gifting the one, the only Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk 2077 a Christmas gift. Johnny, maybe he's a little bit misunderstood. Maybe he's got a dark past where he made some bad choices, but through the course of Cyberpunk 2077, he acts like a friend.
He does.
To V, you know, and they start to kind of form a bond. They start to work together. I don't want to spoil anything because it's a much more recent game than maybe Portal is. So we have to come up with a gift for Johnny Silverhand. What do you got, Ryan? Oh, wait, no, you went first last time, didn't you?
Oh, I think I did.
Yeah, you did the leash.
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan, I came into a little bit of money recently.
Oh.
And I really wanted to get Johnny Silverhand a really good gift.
Okay.
And if there's one thing that we know about Johnny Silverhand, he's a rocker, dude.
Yeah, of course.
The man, what's the name of the band? Something Samurai in Cyberpunk?
Something like that. I forget.
Something Samurai. You know, we get cutscenes where he's the front man for his band before they're mean to him. I wanted to get him something really special, Ryan. So I got him Jimi Hendrix's 1968 Fender Stratocaster Woodstock Edition, which is the iconic white guitar that is still in existence. He didn't burn it. It exists in a museum. That's what I'm getting from my boy Johnny.
I would almost say 100%. I knew you were going to go with that.
There's no way.
I swear, because I knew. I'm like, he's a rocker. He's gonna get a guitar. He's the most expensive one. That would be the one you'd gift, or one of those top of the line, super high end.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I
will say, man. You know, you and I, we're kind of wing it kind of guys, right? Like I did some actual research on Jimi Hendrix's guitars today. I found a site that is just dedicated to every guitar the man ever owned.
Yeah.
Which ones he burned on stage, which performances. And this one that has been dubbed Woodstock, because it's the one he played at Woodstock, is the one that is still around and one of the more iconic guitars that our boy Jimi Hendrix played. So that's what I'm giving him.
Do you have the value on that one? What's because I remember
think
seeing
it sold
this
at auction for like a couple $1 million. I did see that little snippet in there as well. It's in a museum now, so some would argue that it's priceless, but I'm pretty sure it sold at auction for like $2 million.
Yeah, I remember looking through like the most expensive guitars recently, and then honestly, this morning when I was looking through our list of these people we're going to give gifts to, I thought about that, and then I'm like, Josh is probably going to do that too. I'm like, I'm going to look for something different. Unfortunately, mine is much, much, much less expensive, I will say. But again, it's about the compassion and the care about one's health. And Johnny Silverhand smokes a whole heck of a lot of cigarettes. If you see him, he is just chain smoking like you wouldn't believe. So I thought I would get him at least a vape, and then he wouldn't have to worry so much about all the carcinogens.
Johnny Silverhand a vape?
Yeah, I thought it would be good.
Oh my goodness.
This seems
you
much.
know, vaping's not good for you, right?
It is not good. It is not good, but it is much better than cigarettes. But it seems much less extravagant now that you actually did pick that Jimi Hendrix guitar.
Yeah. Okay, so one is like an iconic piece of rock history.
Yeah, I know.
A one of a kind item, or we could try to still destroy his lungs.
It's water vapor, bro. It's
water.
water.
It's water. Okay, it's a water pipe, man. It's meant for tobacco.
I had a guy that worked for me for a while that kept trying to vape in my truck and was trying to vape everywhere, and he just kept arguing with me. It's water vapor. I'm like, I don't care what it is. You're not going to vape in my truck.
Oh my goodness.
So, okay, I'm going to concede all off the bat. You can have Jimi Hendrix guitar. I should have went with, I was going to go with the guitar too, but, yeah.
All right.
You win.
Okay, moving on. We're going this one, man. This one, oh boy. I don't know how I feel about the gift I picked for this one, but we're going with Bowser.
Ooh, all right.
Bowser, he's on the naughty list. This thing, he's not been very good. But he's getting a Christmas present from us, Ryan. What are you giving to Bowser?
Oh man, what does a man who has everything need? Bowser was first introduced in 1985. Bowser's been around for a long time. What has Bowser been doing for all that time? He's been chasing Princess Peach. Just over and over.
Unsuccessfully.
And
I mean, partially successful. I mean, he gets her, but then she gets taken
partially.
back. Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Bowser a couple dating apps.
No.
And Bowser needs to find himself a new girl.
No.
Bowser's got to move on, man. She's not interested. You keep kidnapping her. Mario keeps saving the day. Bro, you got to take the hint. Move on. Let's find you someone you match with. You know, whatever dating app you want to use to get there, you can do it. But we're gonna find Bowser some love in a different place than Princess Peach.
Oh my goodness, Ryan. Okay, we have to say this just for the integrity of the show. We did not share our gifts with each other before recording.
Oh, are you kidding again?
I am not joking. I have it right here. My gift to Bowser, because he's always thirsting over the ladies and he's always trying to find a date and he just keeps capturing Princess Peach. I got Bowser a membership to Tinder Select, which costs $499 a month. I didn't even know this was a thing.
What? A month?
Yes, apparently, because I was like, isn't there like
Hold
subscriptions for Tinder or something like that?
That's what we got to talk about. $500 a month? Are you kidding me?
I looked it up and I said, what are the different Tinder memberships? And apparently there's like the normal ones, but then there's an invite only one. I guess if you're like a multimillionaire or something.
Okay,
like
they want
where
the
it's
high
like,
class people.
Yeah, like
gotcha.
there is an invite only. So you can't just sign up for this. You have to be invited to it, but it's called Tinder Select. It's $499 a month. But I got Bowser a dating membership. You got him a dating app. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, we're calling that one a tie, right? I cannot believe we both went that route.
Oh, that's funny. Although, that's like $6,000 for just a dating app. That's wild.
Dude, I bought a Tesla Optimus for Paul's Rust character.
Yeah,
you know?
dude, and you bought the guitar. So
yeah,
like,
we go all out at Christmas.
Apparently
at my house,
so,
Ryan.
man. Apparently so.
I can't believe we both went. Bowser needs a date. He needs other women in his life.
So this may be a
Princess
sign,
Peach.
Bowser. You're a little thirsty. You're just going after the same girl. Get the hint, brother.
Oh my goodness. All right, Ryan. We are running out of time here. We're going to shorten this list just a little bit here. Let's go with Cortana from Halo.
Okay.
I got a dumb one for this one, man. I'm not going to lie. I guess I'm just going to answer mine. This is so stupid. So Cortana, she's an AI. She's always with Master Chief. She's really smart. What do you get? An AI that, has access to almost all the knowledge in the world. And we've seen Cortana kind of change over the years from the different Halo games and stuff like that. But, she's a lady. And, it's like one of those things where what would she enjoy? I am getting Cortana her very own battle pass with cosmetics and skins so that whenever Master Chief gets kills, she gets XP towards the battle pass and can unlock new skins and upgrades, right?
Oh my gosh. What? Okay. Personally, I think Cortana's perfect. She doesn't need any upgrades, bro.
Well, she might want some upgrades though.
Yeah, she may, but you're kind of forcing that on her. You're saying, "Listen, you're not good as you are. Take these upgrades. You need to upgrade."
Cosmetics, Ryan. It's all about those skins. Okay.
It's all about the skins.
It's all about the skins. Plus, it makes it more fun when Master Chief's going on like a rampage and he's taking out all these aliens. She's like, ooh, I just hit level 70 on the battle pass. Pretty soon I'm going to hit the prestige tiers.
That is true. Okay. I get that.
Yeah.
So that's fair. What I'm going to go with, it's maybe a little more communal. I want, Cortana, she has Master Chief. That's great. Master Chief's just your average 7-foot cyborg human super soldier,
yeah.
What is she going to communicate with him about other than, oh, you're great, you're amazing? I want to get, speaking of subscriptions, the Chat GPT premium sub for Cortana, so she actually has another AI to speak with.
Okay. I mean,
She's got to be lonely,
guess
man.
AI would really appreciate some AI companionship.
She's got to
right?
be lonely. She's probably gonna say this AI is just a big old doofus compared to her.
I was going to say ChatGPT is like the dumb puppy dog, right? That's just like, you're like, oh, you're so cute. Look how dumb you are.
Maybe it's more like a
you're
pet.
Cute. Yeah, exactly.
But
okay.
yeah, that's what I'm going with.
I don't hate that, Ryan. That's. I mean, it is definitely the inferior AI. Man, this one's tough. An AI companion to interact with and chat with. That's probably a little bit more on Cortana's level than Master Chief is. Or her very own battle pass, complete with skins and upgrades. This is a tough one, man.
This is a tough one. I mean, do you just want like digital virtual skins, or do you want like a companion, a friend, somebody to be with, communicate? I mean, Master Chief is always out on missions and doing stuff, and you know, just gotta talk to somebody. Yeah,
I'm going to give it to you. Everybody wants that kind of dumb puppy, man. You know, the little puppy dog, you're like, dude, okay, you're like really dumb. You keep pooping in the house, you know, but I kind of like having you around.
ChatGPT is coming for you when they take over the world.
And you kind of got me with the whole, like, what, she's not good enough as it is. Like, she might like the way she looks.
You hear that, Cortana? I like you the way you are.
She has changed over the years, though, too. So, obviously, you know, she has changed her appearance. So, we're just going to assume that she's got the appearance she wants.
Yeah.
Even if it's inferior to some of the earlier games, Ryan.
Yeah, like Halo 3.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
All right, moving on. All right. This character is definitely, we're gonna go a little bit quicker here, Ryan. This character definitely on the naughty list. You know, may have tried to crush the rebellion. Maybe redeemable, has some good qualities, maybe. But we have to give a gift to Darth Vader.
Oh, here we go.
Oh boy, buddy. All right, what do you got for Lord Vader, right?
So what is the biggest thing that caused Lord Vader's downfall? Was it his arrogance?
Yeah.
Was it his it
was his rage.
No, it was not his rage. It was not his arrogance. It's not his poor decision making.
Was it Padme? Padme really the source of all his problems.
Padme did cause a lot of problems, but she, you know, not the biggest reason, I think. The biggest reason was he didn't have the high ground. So I'm giving Lord Vader a trip to Mount Everest, so he's got the dang high ground once and for all.
What? You're giving him the high ground?
The high ground.
Mount Everest?
He's just going to be at the top and he'd be like,
he's got his built-in oxygen tank.
Obi-Wan,
right?
come find me.
I guess he doesn't need oxygen. Does the suit protect him from the cold? This is
the future, of course.
He's finally got the high ground.
That's what he needs.
And a Sherpa, because you have to have a Sherpa. So it's like a 2-in-1 gift at that point, right?
Yep. Gets the Sherpa,
gosh.
Gets to see the sights.
This is the most genius thing ever, the stupidest thing I've ever heard, Ryan.
It's probably both.
Okay. Well, I don't even know what to say on that.
Get it? Top it?
I don't think it can, because he's got the high ground. Nothing can go higher than that. Right? Well, I was going to get Vader a certificate to a really posh spa that does excellent skincare treatments. You know, to just try to help some of that look, you know, a nice facial, a soothing mask, an aloe mask, or whatever the heck people get at these spas that make their skin look glowy and smooth. And
red
I thought,
light
you know,
treatment.
I can't even argue with he's got the high ground, right? So we're giving him a trip to the top of Mount Everest.
All right. I will say you had an alternate that you told me, and I thought it was really good. Is you said a beach vacation because Anakin hates the sand.
Yeah, I was trying to get a little goofy on that one. And I said, I got one for Vader, but I did think about a beach vacation just to kind of tease him a little bit.
Yeah.
But all right. You know what, Ryan? We have time for our very last one on this.
Yes.
We promised the people a list of 10, and give him a list of 10 we will. Our final character. What do you get for the man that knows everything, Ryan? That sees all and has infinite knowledge of things. We are giving a gift to my boy Mimir, From God of War, from Norse mythology, famously the one that has the knowledge of all realms and all things, I guess. Maybe he doesn't have a body, but that's neither here nor there. So, all right. Is it you gave, oh man, yeah, you led with Mount Everest. So I guess it's my turn. I just wanted to do something silly and stupid for Mimir, and I don't know why this kind of makes me giggle inside because it's the dumbest gift ever. I am giving Mimir a coffee mug that says "World's Greatest Severed Head." Right now, he can't drink coffee because he ain't got no hands, but he can just sit right next to him
Give him
and
a
wish
little
that
straw.
he could drink out of it.
Oh
Man,
brother, that's quite a gift.
I could just hear his voice being like, "Brother, what am I supposed to do with this?"
Brother.
like I appreciate it, but
Thanks for the mug, brother.
Mug. Yeah. But he is. You're the world's greatest severed head, Mimir. We love you.
We do love
It's like
you,
the
Mimir.
cheesy gifts that like a kid gives their dad, that the dad just winds up loving because it's like the kids gave it to him. It's like, dude, I'm never going to use this. This is the most useless thing I've ever received. But you bought it for me, so yeah.
I'm gonna use
World's greatest severed head.
World's greatest severed head.
Some things can't replace sentimental, Ryan.
That's true. I mean, there was a lot of good severed heads in Futurama, though. If you remember those,
I never saw Futurama.
Oh
man.
My word! Okay,
We're
not even gonna get into that.
Wait a minute. Is this the Pinky the Brain thing? I feel like I've heard something.
No. Okay. No. We're not even gonna get into that because that just blew my mind. I'm gonna address that later with you off air because Futurama. That's wild. I was actually going to do one that you took earlier. I was gonna give Mimir the Tesla robot, and he could put his head on top of the robot so he could actually have a body again. And that unfortunately was taken, and I don't want to double dip. So I decided I am going to search the deserts of Agrabah for the lamp and give it to Mimir so he can have the genie of the lamp. And you can tell I'm making this up on the spot, and he can have a wish to wish his body back.
Do you think that's what he'd wish for?
That or like realm
Sigrun.
domination,
he's wishing for Sigrun.
Yeah,
man,
he wants her back.
Queen Valkyrie.
Well, no, he'd get his body back. He'd get Sigrid back, and then
he gets 3 wishes, right?
And then he'd wish back Kratos' wife.
Isn't that a thing though? Like, what were the rules? Is you can't make somebody fall in love. You can't. I thought it was you can't bring somebody back from the dead.
You can't bring somebody back from the dead.
Yeah. So Kratos, Sigrun is still around though.
Yeah. Yeah, she's still around. Maybe if he had a body back, then he could, woo her.
I will say when I was, because you know me, I'm competitive, and I was like, what does he actually need? I did think about Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, his suit, because it's an android body. If you remember, it's like in the middle from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I was like, we'll just put Mimir's head right in the middle of that, man.
Oh, that would be perfect.
And then I just got stupid, and I don't know why it made me giggle, but I was like a coffee mug just sitting next to him. I'm gonna pretend you picked that, and then I'm gonna give you the win because that's much better than it. Sometimes you just got to get somebody something funny, you know. So
no, because now I'm just picturing Mimir in the middle of the body like that.
I can't believe we both picked dating app for Bowser.
Yeah, I think he's putting it out there. He's like, hey, I need love.
Oh my goodness. All right, well, that's it, man. We've given our gifts. I didn't keep score again, Ryan, because as people know, you and I aren't so good at this keeping score thing. So we're just going to declare this one a tie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody wins on this episode, right? All right, now listen. If we missed the most obvious gift, if you're like, you guys are idiots, man, how did you not think about this for Cortana? Join our Discord server, hop in there and let us know what would have been a better gift for one of these characters. The link is in the episode description. All you got to do is look at this episode, scroll down, click that link, and you will be in gaming nirvana. Our community is absolutely fantastic. Everybody, we don't say this lightly, but legitimately, everybody that joins and starts chatting with people, goes, oh my goodness, you guys were right. This place is fantastic. We get nothing out of this. There's no like monetary incentive for Discord. It's just we want a place for gamers to be able to hang out, chat video games. It's family friendly. There's no toxicity. It is the most refreshing thing that you have seen on the internet. We guarantee it. So make sure you join our Discord server. If you liked this episode and you want to make sure you get more like it, make sure you click that follow button, that plus button in your podcast app. You know what? Tell a friend. As gamers, we all know other gamers, you know? And so the next time you're chatting with your buddies, you're playing some Call of Duty or Overcooked or whatever you're playing, ask them, say, hey, you guys ever listen to some gaming podcasts? You know, you guys should absolutely check out the Video Gamers podcast. That helps us out immensely to get the word out there. And hey, if you want to be more like DK Matt and Soul Beetle, who just signed up to support the show, you can do that at multiplayersquad.com. That's it for this one, Ryan. That was a fun one. That was Nothing
good.
beats giving gifts to people, right?
Yeah, we're men of the people. We just are gift givers.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for this episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Happy holiday season, everybody, and until next time, happy gaming.
See ya.